All right. Hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast, the Gentleman's Lounge podcast. I'm Sean.
It's been a long, long time. I'm
Okay.
Nate.
Okay. Thank you. I was gonna say, like Nate, you have to say your name. Um, yeah. Nate is
Oh,
correct.
no.
Nate is correct. It has been a very long time. We bought a new computer. Then it immediately decided to say, "Fuck you," and not work. And that went on for a couple months, and now it's finally starting to work. For some reason, it just miraculously started to work, and we decided, well, we need to start recording podcasts, and here we are.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's that all
I'm
you have to
just
say.
looking at. I'm looking at the.
We're gonna.
Oh, I'm looking at smiley faces because it helps me focus.
Oh, okay. Nate, do you have any
It's
topics?
kind of. Uh, this smiley face is listed on eBay as a pin. That's a topic.
Okay. Um, because if you don't have like a topic, I do have the game idea thing.
Oh, okay.
So
Go ahead.
what it is, it okay, it still works with two people, but it would work better if we had a third. Our friend Garrett was going to be on tonight, but he's busy doing like other stuff. He might join in later. But
We don't know.
yeah,
We don't
we
see the future.
we don't know. So what the game idea I had was it's called Defend It, and what the whole game is that what okay, so I'll give an example. Okay, so Nate, you have to defend Fallout New Vegas. And now how this works is I give negative cons about the topic and you have to find positives. Now, it's not always going to be an easy topic. Sometimes it's a topic where it's at you can't defend it, but you have to find a way to
This
defend
is
it.
literally a breeze for me, though.
Yeah, no, it's a breeze for you. It actually is a reason why I thought of the idea. I'm like, Nate is like so impossible to debate with, and this would be great. And like it'll like alternate. Like I'll be the
I'm not even like a
defending.
good debater. I'm just like
You're you're
stubborn.
elusive. You just don't do it. You just don't care.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Ugh.
So but yeah. So like that, and that's pretty much the whole game. It's like okay, here we'll do the example. So so you're defending New Vegas, and I'll try to attack it. New Vegas is
Okay.
a horrible RPG with so uninspired and empty.
Agreed.
Okay, that's not how this works. You just
I
went
know. I
against
just
the
wanted
whole
to
thing.
fuck you over. Where are you from? I debated the opposite of what you.
Oh God. I'm trying to
No.
think of. All right.
It's a pretty good RPG. It carries weight. Tracks weight for items, a bunch of other stuff like that. So it's a basic RPG in that sense.
Yeah, but like the world and character building, I just think it's pretty weak.
That's your opinion, man.
They.
I'm not in the mood to really
All
debate
right,
right now.
fine. But you get the idea. And
Yes.
I hope the listeners get the idea. I hope this isn't confusing for them. Um, for those who
So
are
like
listening.
you're just playing devil's advocate essentially.
Yeah. And now
That's interesting.
yeah. And so, and like the reason why it works is like it would work better to have multiple people rather than just two, is because you have like two opposing factors, and they, obviously I'm gonna run out of ideas eventually. And also like depending, you can have one person be kind of like a more logical, like, oh well, this is the actual flaw in that thing, and the one person kind of just being really radical, just being kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
Do you see it?
like I see. Yeah, I know what you mean. Also, you can have like two teams as well.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, if we had like four people on, yeah, you could have two teams.
Yeah, or like 3-on-3 or
Yeah. Well,
any
I
number
don't know if
on
you're ever
them.
going to have like six people on. I think that's a little too much.
I mean, no, there's no way we can make it work. There's no
No,
way.
there's no way. Knowing the people we know, no.
No.
There is two
Oh,
people we know that even they alone would not be able to make this work.
I have a photo for you.
Oh, what?
A photo for you.
Oh, okay.
Now, no one else is gonna see this because this is personal between me and
Okay,
you.
then
But
why would
I,
you mention it on the podcast? Are you gonna send? Okay,
because
are
I
you
just
sending it to my
remembered it
phone or are
now.
you sending it onto Discord?
I'll send it onto Discord because it makes sense there.
Okay, cool. Because I'm not gonna grab my phone. Too lazy. It's on the charger.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
I sent it. It's the middle person. It'll take you a minute to realize who that
holy shit, dude.
is.
No, wait,
I,
that's not
I don't know.
actually him, right? Like
No,
that's
that's
not
him.
act that so wait,
That's him.
that's an actual photo.
Yeah,
Okay, well we can just okay, we can describe what it is, who's not the person.
it's a military photo
Okay, yeah. So one of our
of our
friends
one of our friends.
yeah, so one of our friends decided to join the army, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
we haven't had contact him with like 8 weeks or months or whatever.
Wait.
8 weeks, not
So this is
months.
the first thing from 8 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jacob Bader or something.
No, because okay, let me explain the photo to the audience. So so the photo is it's our friend holding a like an M4 in like in a line of with other like military personnel. And so the reason why this is so shocking to us is this friend of ours wouldn't seem military material. Um he was
Exactly.
yeah, he was pretty much a let's say he's a shit
He was a
poster.
stoner, but without the drugs.
Yes, he was a stoner without the drugs. Thank you. That's a perfect way to describe him. I almost said his name. Um,
I just don't want to say his name because I don't want to give up privacy
no, no,
since
no.
we're
That yeah,
anonymous.
I'm not gonna say his name either. That's yeah. No, I agree
I
with you.
know Jake doesn't care, so
Okay, yeah. Jake doesn't care.
but Jake gave me that photo.
Yeah. So okay, and the reason why I asked if it was photoshopped, did you look at the first person?
Yeah, they look like a fucking turtle.
Yeah, it literally looks like someone photoshopped their face in. It's so weird looking.
I know.
Um,
And that's the head guy, the
yeah,
lead
yeah.
singer,
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's the like
whatever they're
sergeant.
called. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how
I
the
don't.
military does stuff now these days. Um, but yeah. So yeah,
That blew you off top.
yeah, no, that kind of blew me off topic.
Sorry.
It kind of did. No, it's fine. It was kind of just like it's weird to see him in this state. Okay.
Metal and
The,
hair.
yeah, yeah, okay. So, because that's the other thing. So, this friend of ours who just joined the army used to have really big curly hair, like huge, like it was another head on top of him. And
It's down to his like.
yeah, it's a buzz cut.
Yeah. His
Um,
hair was like down to his shoulders.
yeah. Um, but yeah. So that's a little glimpse in our, I guess, personal lives. Not really. Um, but yeah.
We have a friend that's in the military. Oh my god, we're so special.
I know. Oh my God, my friend's in the
It's
military,
not
so
like
he could come and like
it's,
kick your ass.
it's not like half a million people in the armed forces.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely less than it used to be.
Yeah.
Which
Well, it depends on what you count. Like if you count reserves,
oh yeah. I mean, honestly, there's reserves, but like, but okay. See, now that makes sense for us to have less people in the army because we don't really need to be on the offensive because there's really no one who can like strong enough
well,
to
most of our people,
offense.
yeah, most of our people are overseas anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, we're like yeah, overseas, mostly in the
Korea, Afghanistan. Well, actually, no, they took troops away from Afghanistan
yeah.
in my years.
Well, I mean, there was that current, that was that stir up with Iran. I actually haven't looked into that in a while, so I have no idea what's going on.
Uh, all I know, all I know is that the Kurds are actually like completely fucked.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah.
because Turkey wants to kill them,
Oh, okay.
and
Makes
they
sense.
live in Afghanistan and Syria, and now they're gonna die because Turkey is like, oh, no U.S. troops here. Free real estate.
Oh my God.
It
Okay.
won't happen now. It will definitely create a lot more tension.
Yeah. You
Is
just
what I'm
rem
saying.
so you just reminded me of the free real estate meme, but in doing so, you reminded me of another meme that I literally had stuck in my head for like 2 days. I don't know if you've seen it, but
Nice.
so let me describe it to you. So the whole video is like it's like this guy with like two Sonic the Hedgehog like little figurines. One with his head missing, and one that's in a glass like filled with water, and it's frozen in there. And how the video goes, it goes, "You can't escape this the supersonic freezer, Sonic." And then the guy goes, "No, that's not what you think, Dr. Eggman," and then smashes a hammer to the glass, and all you hear is a big ugh sound. It's like
I
I don't know
haven't
why.
seen that.
I had to send you it. I don't know why, but it made me laugh so hard, and literally I was thinking about the video during work, which is really hard because I'm like sitting there like just doing landscaping, and all of a sudden I'm hearing in my head, "That's not what you think, Dr. Eggman," and fucking oh, dude. Oh, okay, hold on. So, before this podcast, me and Nate were talking because we're setting up
Are you
everything.
gonna talk about what I said earlier?
I'm going to talk about the whole sneezing thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
Big question.
so, and we're on the phone, and Nate sneezes, and I said, bless you," and Nate goes, "See, I never know what to say to that," and I'm like, "Okay, Nate, what do you mean?" And he's like, "I don't know if I should say thank you or just stay silent." I'm like, "You should say thank you because that's the nice thing to do. It would be rude if you just ignored them and just stayed silent." And Nate goes, "Oh, okay." But then I thought about it. And I'm like, "Wait, Nate, how long have you been doing this for?" And Nate goes,
My
"Oh,
entire fucking life.
yeah, his whole life." And I'm like, "Okay, why?"
I don't know. I just haven't had the ability to
Didn't you go
confront
to
anyone about
Sunday school?
it. No.
Oh, I thought you did.
I went for like 3 days and I got kicked out for like kicking a kid in the balls.
Why is that? Why is that the thing that isn't like the whole point of religion forgiveness? So wouldn't that contradict that?
I got kicked out by my mom,
Oh, okay.
not
So
the
yeah.
police.
So your mom overpowered God and said no.
She's like, okay, you're gonna do violence, not in the church.
But like, okay, but never mind. I'm
I
not
would just
going.
avoid people every. All right, so basically, I've just never like realized like it's never dawned onto me what you're supposed to say when like someone says bless you when you sneeze. So I've always just like avoided talking to the person by like walking away quickly after I.
And see, and not like I've probably said thank you to most of the times like when someone says bless you to me. The only times I haven't if I'm busy and I just can't I just I acknowledge it in my head, but I just don't say anything because I'm just focused on what I'm doing. I've never deliberately of sneeze then left the area to avoid being blessed.
Not to be no, like I don't.
I
It's
know
not
you're avoiding
avoid to
it
be
so you don't
blessed.
have to
It's
so
avoid.
you yeah you don't have to deal with the situation of not knowing what to say, and I get that. but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you're still avoiding them saying bless you to to you.
No, they said bless you to me, and I just like
Oh,
walked.
that's even ruder. That's even more
Well, if
rude.
you walk away with confidence, they think you're busy.
Yeah, but okay, no, I get your point, but that still doesn't change the fact that it's rude.
I don't know how.
Okay,
Like I
so
don't know the
Nate,
beginning of it, so I
so
don't know how to like
you
how
now
to
know
improve.
that you're supposed to say thank you.
Yeah, so now I realize it's rude, but back before the minute that I didn't realize that, I wouldn't think would be rude because I just didn't know what would be the correct response.
Uh, okay, because honestly, I'm gonna stop this topic because I we could go into this all night. Because to be quite honest, I still don't get how you haven't known the proper response all this time. Because
I'm
you've
just
seen
avoiding it.
movies, you've watched TV shows,
Yeah, I have.
and I know at least in one of those movies, someone has sneezed, and someone has said bless you, and someone has said thank you. Because most of the time, you and me watch pretty much the same movies, and I have definitely can say that I've definitely seen that in a movie.
I probably just like didn't realize it. I'm just like things that happen in movies don't dawn on me in real life. Just FYI.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move
Like
from this.
if you want me to realize something, you have to like tell it to me like in person, and I have to be looking at you, or else I'm just never gonna know.
God. All right, we're moving on from this topic because again, we can go all night with it. Um, so Nate, what's up with you? How's life?
Weird as fuck.
Okay, now is that personally weird or is it just like something you don't mind talking about?
I'd say personally weird.
Okay, okay then that's fine. Um, okay then we'll do that. So we can either do it this podcast or next podcast, but one of the podcasts, actually, you know what? We'll do it for another podcast because I have an idea for it. So what I think we should do is we should kind of sort of interview each other in the sense of like you write questions to ask me and I write questions to ask you so that people get to know us and also
I'm not all that interesting though.
they yeah you are.
No,
I wouldn't be doing this podcast with you if I didn't think that.
I just sit at home like 24/7. That's basically
Yeah,
it.
but you say stuff that really makes me like contemplate humanity.
I guess.
I
I guess.
guess I do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I guess I make people contemplate life or death. No, I'm joking about
You know what? Actually, you probably would have an easier time writing for me than I would have for you,
Yeah. Well, like
because you can like write anything and do like whatever.
yeah, it could be silly stuff. It could be anything you want to write down. Like, let me
Okay,
explain that.
that's a fun thing to do. Like we should do that in Oh, we could do it with another person as well. We can have like an interview on them.
Yeah, because see, okay, it's funny you mentioned that. I think we should start every time we have a guest on, like we have a new guest on, we should do the interview thing,
Well,
and we interview
it
them.
depends because what if they just don't want to talk about themselves because of personal shit?
Then we'll talk to them beforehand.
Yeah. So and then we'll
Okay,
do something else.
obviously, independent on what they're coming on for. Like for example, if we have someone who's coming on for a specific topic and that's what we're going to be talking about, then we probably won't do the interview thing. But if we're having someone on and they're just kind of sitting there chilling with us and talking, then we'll do the interview thing.
Welcome to 6 months of planning.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the podcast where we plan out other podcasts. Sorry. Like but like you guys, you get behind the
Do you guys want
scenes.
to talk about the coronavirus?
Oh my God, the thing that people
Six
blow,
thousand people.
the thing that like, yeah, no, I know, yeah, the thing I have to explain to people that the reason why it's so serious is because of the conditions of China's hospitals,
Yeah,
which like
it,
the,
it, it's it's not nothing. Or if you don't have it, you shouldn't really worry about it.
okay, let me make this clear. Yes, it's a very serious
If you're in
disease.
America, you're fine.
Well, yeah, sort of. But like there has been like I think like a couple reported deaths in America. I think I don't know. I can't remember. Um,
I thought
but
like only 8 people were.
yeah,
Never mind. And this is
yeah,
misinformation from.
yeah. Like I don't know the exact number, but okay. Yes, it's a very serious disease. It's, obviously people make jokes of it and it shouldn't be made as a joke, obviously. But the thing that bothers me about it is that people overreact to it because they hear the high number, but it's all mainly in China, and that's because they have overpopulated hospitals. They can't keep up with normal regulations, thus causing this epidemic. And they don't accept help
Yeah,
from anyone, just like America, but we sometimes take money from people, so that's whatever. Um,
for free money, man.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Except I'm like that with everything. If
yeah,
you give me something for free, I'm gonna take it.
yeah. Um, but like, and that's just
Free candy
how,
truck, I'm just going.
but like, and that's just how things is. God damn it. And that's just how things are.
You just try to ignore it.
God, no, but like, and I'm kind of glad. I've watched the news a couple of times. I'm kind of glad they stopped reporting on it because I think they realized they were causing like an epidemic, like a
Well, the thing is,
paranoia.
like, the
Go
news
ahead.
overplays it over and over and over and over again, and I don't need 24/7 coverage of fucking virus that has spread barely.
Yeah, no, yeah, and no, I agree with you. I think sometimes the news puts stuff on, and they obviously the news puts stuff on just to get the news. In my opinion, the news is not really news anymore. It's more just like, and obviously you have to grab people's attention. If you're writing an article, you have to grab the audience attention, but you should also be one truthful about your information, and two,
And try not to blow it out of the water.
yeah, like you don't
Like,
like don't yeah,
remember the
don't
thing with Ebola,
say that again.
like the Ebola scare in like 2016?
Um,
Like,
that
okay,
one,
only 5 people in America had like Ebola, and like the thing is, like, it was so blown out of water that people were like literally fucking terrified to go outside because
oh yeah, no, no, no. See, and that's the thing. I think is that the idea is that the reason why people freak out with these diseases is that if it's not the common cold, it's something bad, like the swine flu, but which was a serious epidemic. That happened.
no, but I just think the media blows it out of proportion
Oh,
and
they do that too.
creates fear.
Okay, because
Yeah,
well, the thing is, Nate, for them to even blow it out of proportion and for them to even create more fear, there already has to be like a stated like a fear, like there already has to be fear. It's just that they take that fear and like notch it up to like 10,000 and go, yeah, you're
yeah,
gonna die if you touch a leaf. Like, oh,
yeah. That's literally what the American media does.
yeah.
But look at it this way, like, uh, do you have the coronavirus? I'm
I
not
mean,
asking you, Sean. I'm asking all the people who are listening to
I
this.
know
The five people who are
you
listening to
pronounced it wrong though. It's
the
coronavirus.
corona, the fucking beer fucking virus. Do you know
No,
what I mean?
go continue.
No, like, it's literally the name it named after like a beer.
No, no, it's okay. So never mind. I'll explain that later. Continue what you were saying before.
Anyway, you don't have it, all right, and you probably don't know anyone who has it, so you're pretty much in America. If you're in China, you're fucked. So
Yeah. Okay. So one, it's not named after a beer, and two, the reason why it actually does have an official name, it's the fact is that Corona is just a type of virus. It's not the actual name of the virus. It actually has an official name. I forgot the name to be honest because I just could care less. Um, but yeah, I learned that fact like a week ago, and I did not know, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Silence.
That's,
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
um, I guess oh, we could talk about the whole Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing release date memes. Have you seen those?
Yes, they're amazing. I think it's
Yeah.
actually I saw one that like switched the title print and it looked amazing.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I've just seen the animations and like the little like comics.
It's like it says like Doom Eternal Rip and Tear, but it's in the Animal Crossing lettering.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
It's wholesome. Okay.
If if they didn't cost $60, I would buy them both on the same day, but that's not
Yeah.
gonna. But yeah. So no, I mean, actually, you can't answer this question because you don't have a Switch, so never mind. But if you did have a Switch, what game would you buy? Would you buy Doom Eternal or would you buy Animal Crossing?
Uh, I'd buy on the Switch. I'd buy Animal Crossing. I wouldn't buy
Okay,
Doom
but okay,
Eternal.
but okay. What I'm saying is you can only buy one game of the release date. You have a Switch, but you also have your other console. But you can only buy one of
Oh,
the games.
well, I'm not. I've never really been a big Nintendo kid,
Okay.
so I'd probably Doom.
All right. Um, to be honest, for me, I would it's actually kind of a hard choice because one, I can't remember the last time I played an Animal Crossing game, and I feel like this game is kind of a good excuse for me to be like, oh, I can play Animal Crossing again. But Doom Eternal, I
Mm.
kind of want to see if it's a good sequel. Like I want to actually see because the videos I've seen and all that, it definitely looks like it has great potential to be a great game. It's just a matter of if it plays smoothly, and whatnot.
Yeah, if Bethesda didn't fuck it up like
Yeah,
other things, we'll
which
not mention because it doesn't exist.
now I think how that game works, it's that it's published by Bethesda, no, 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 no. But it's not like
It's not
developed by
produced
them.
by.
It's not
Yeah,
developed by them. I think like a different team develops it.
well, that's good.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. Don't like
I'm not gonna look it up, so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
I
What we
can
say is the truth. We're always true. Okay. What I'm saying right now is totally not a lie.
okay.
See, the thing
I'm
I
just
just
gonna
said
look up
is
Doom
true,
Eternal.
but the thing before was a lie. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
It's
look it
just
up.
like confusing the pop.
And composer. So okay, that's just the developer's ID. Okay,
Oh,
so okay.
since it's been 6 months, we read that single comment that said that we're pretty good and should keep making.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
Like
know, we read
yeah,
that one comment.
like it's something like I fucking love this. I fucking love this shit. And okay, so it's one comment, and yes, I know that it's one comment, and but for me, that was a really cool comment because that kind of like put some fuel into this fire and kind of like made me want to continue like more. Like I'm like, oh, like this is kind of cool. Like the first comment, the first good comment.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but like from my perspective, I don't really need motivation to do anything. So like I would probably just continue regardless if everybody hated it
No,
because
like
I just enjoy it.
see, no, and I think that's where you and me are different, and as much you may not think it, it does clash some. We do clash on this sometimes. I do care about if people kind of like it. If everyone's hating the thing if we're making, like a majority, like a good majority, like the majority of people who hate it outweighs the people who like it, I probably will be discouraged and probably will stop.
I just feel like
What?
I'd just be like, whatever, and just
Yeah, no,
fucking
because
move
yeah,
on.
you're because oh damn it, I can't talk about that story on here.
I have like a fucking shield, essentially. Let's just say that.
No, I think
I
you
have
have
a plasma shield.
you're oblivious to it.
I'm not, not fully oblivious. I just don't really care when it happens because,
No, I mean like
like, I care, but like, it's not gonna change the way I think.
for me, how it works is I one I like making this stuff. I like creating. It's cool. But the other aspect of it is that I do like the idea that someone's staying here and enjoying this and like you know like like enjoying it and like listening to it and whatnot and having a good time. I do like that idea. It I do like making people like enjoy themselves not in that way. But like
Yeah, we all like enjoying ourselves.
no, but like I God damn it. Anyways, I'm moving on because so to answer the whole Doom Eternal thing, yes, it's developed by someone different. It's developed by ID Software. It's published by Bethesda
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Softworks.
I
Um,
knew that. Got that. I have the image of like Doom Eternal, like
oh
Doom
shit.
on my in my brain, and I
So
remember seeing the ID thing.
so get this.
Um,
I kind of forgot they released the other Doom on the Switch, like the 2016 one. They're also releasing Doom Eternal on the Switch as well.
can we give a round of applause for the fact that they were able to run Richard through?
Wait, say that again?
We should give them a round of applause for the fact that they were able to run Witcher 3 on the
I
Nintendo
haven't
Switch.
seen gameplay for that on the Switch.
It's very low graphical wise, but it actually runs pretty smoothly.
Yeah, see, okay,
I
I
see
like,
gameplay wise.
okay, I like the Switch and all. I love the Switch. I literally sold my Xbox One to get the Switch and all of its stuff to get the Switch. Um, the thing about it is, and it's the same downfall as the Wii. I feel as though when it comes to some outside developers, they don't get the system, and it kind of just ruins the game. Because a lot of these ports, because they've been doing this a lot, they've been putting like games onto the Switch that's been released on like other consoles. Like they just recently put on Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and Rogue as a bundle.
Why is
Um,
that on the Switch?
I don't know. Actually, I could say for one thing, it would be kind of cool just to kind of be sitting there going, I'm on this, I'm on the airplane. I kind of just want to cruise around on a boat and pillage other boats.
I mean, like Black Flag is
I
pretty
haven't
cool,
played
but
Rogue.
like any other Assassin's Creed game, like doesn't belong on the Switch. It just doesn't make
Oh,
sense for
well,
that like
you shouldn't
hardware
have
to be
said
there.
that because Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered is on the Switch.
Connor!
Dude, that game was so bad. Not as bad as Unity, but it was bad.
I actually semi like Unity.
Oh, you did not just say that.
Unpopular opinion. Unpopular
Whoa,
opinion.
wait,
I
no.
had fun.
Now we have to go into this. What about that game makes you like it?
All the glitchiness that made me laugh pretty hard.
Okay, so okay,
The fact that
okay,
it's broken made me laugh. It's like a
okay,
bad movie.
okay.
That's what
So
I'm
yeah,
saying.
it's a bad movie laugh. Yeah, I get what you mean. I I really personally get what you mean.
Game wise, it's complete shit, but
Oh yeah.
it's
Um,
funny shit.
see, that's the one thing about that game. I would have liked the combat if it weren't for if it wasn't for it, it was so slow.
Oh, the combat is fucking like the system for it is really good.
Oh yeah,
but
no, the
the
system is like
fucking
great.
speed of just
Yeah, no, the speed is way too realistic. Like that's the problem.
it's
It,
just not. It makes it like really slowed down. Like if they sped it up somehow,
yeah, they
you feel like
sped
I
if
couldn't
they
do
sped it up, it
assassin.
would be perfect.
Yeah.
Um, because like honestly, they okay. So I'm gonna go on like a whole little rant right now. So obviously people would know that obviously there's Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Origins. When they went to Assassin's Creed Origins, they decided to take the whole franchise into a different direction when it came to gameplay. And that meaning is that they turn the combat and they turn everything more towards like an RPG kind of way. And well, they didn't do it too much with Origins. They did it a lot with Odyssey. It literally Odyssey is not an Assassin's Creed game. It's just not at that point. I don't know if you've seen gameplay for it or whatever.
I
There's just no Assassin's Creed element to it. Um, but with Origins, how the combat works is it's literally pretty much The Witcher combat, but slightly worse.
Okay. I mean, I can get behind the Witcher combat. That's a pretty fine combat system.
Well, okay,
But
so
what makes
I
it slightly worse?
okay, so this is why. So you know how in The Witcher, it more feels like cinematic.
Yeah.
So imagine that part being taken away, and okay, so
So it just
okay,
becomes turn-based.
no, okay, so what? How this is how it works. Okay, so okay, let's say it's okay. It's pretty much combined The Witcher and like Dark Souls combat together. I guess that's the best way I can describe it.
Okay, so it's like it. The Witcher is smooth and Dark Souls is choppy. So those are completely different styles.
Yeah. So, but
And so
honestly, the biggest problem about the whole combat system is that it's kind of clunky and it just kind of feels unnatural. Like, okay, let me put it this perspective. Because another game did this, and it's the other game, which is being Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Is that the whole thing is that you have your open world, then you have your combat. And those are two separate things in Origins. They feel like two separate entities, which in games before, that was never the case because you could be in the open world, jumping right to combat, and be seamless.
yeah, it makes it like that. So they took that element out where like it like completely switches up like the controls mechanism and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, the controls, really, yeah, the controls are a little bit more different. Um, you can obviously you can still get in and out of combat easily, like that's not the problem. It's just when you enter combat, you could tell you enter combat. Like you could tell it's
Oh,
different for some reason. In like
okay.
an unnatural way. Um,
Yeah, like with the Assassin's Creed like Brotherhood, you always felt like that you were in the free world. Like even when you were in combat,
like
like you
honestly,
could free run up a building and then assassinate some guy when he doesn't see you.
yeah, okay, yeah.
And
See, but see, like the assassination still works the same like that too, which is weird. It's that's even weirder in my opinion because like they do it with the assassinations where it still feels like the open world. The instant you go into combat, it feels different,
that's weird. Oh, I
right?
was gonna tell you about my favorite scene from Unity.
Oh, what's that?
I haven't finished the game yet, but I'm on sequence 9, which if you don't know, which I hope you don't know, uh, it's the Napoleon scene where you first meet Napoleon.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this scene it was actually pretty good. It was planned out pretty well. I like. But what happened with me was Napoleon died just as the sequence cut, and so his corpse body was just floating there in the midair. His
Yeah.
mouth is moving, and then his body went the move, but his body's not connected to the thing because he's dead. So his
Yeah.
face just floated away.
That's terrible.
Oh, it made me laugh so fucking hard.
Um,
I don't spend money on that game. I got it for
oh,
free.
yeah, no, don't.
It's a
Yeah,
good
for
free game.
yeah, it's a good free game. Honestly, I've been thinking about
Also, the
like,
DLC
oh, say that again.
the DLC is free. The
Oh,
Dead
okay.
Man something DLC.
Um,
Oh, Dead King DLC. It's pretty fun. You got there's like a couple extra bits where you have to like play as certain new characters. You get to learn about the Man in the Iron Mask, a little bit about Napoleon, and we got.
what the hell's happening in the background? You
I
know,
have no idea, but it's Garrett.
oh my
If you
God.
weren't talking, you would have heard
Oh
it.
God.
God,
Okay, so Garrett has now joined the call. Hi, Garrett.
hello.
Oh my
Um,
God. He has a robot voice.
yeah, what's going on there, buddy?
What do you mean? What?
You're like super loud and super like bassy.
I
You
have no
too.
idea what you.
Are you using a filter?
What? Hmm?
You were
Who?
using a filter, weren't you?
Who? I have no idea what you're talking about.
God damn
Okay.
it, Garrett.
So you just you came into my part where I was talking about my favorite Assassin's Creed Unity bit that I played recently.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I got it for free, so I decided to play it anyway. And it's a pretty shit game, but it's funny shit, as I mentioned earlier. And there was this part where like Napoleon died before the sequence started, before the cutscene started. So his like face just floated
Synchronization
there.
lost.
So his face was like floating there, but his body was on the floor. It
Um,
was pretty funny.
Is this what happened when he came back from Elba?
yeah.
It was just
Um,
his face. They left his body
Where he
back
been
in
for
Elba.
9 months. The void.
Back, they left him in, they left his body in Italy, and it was just his face that came back to France.
as a side note to the audience, sorry that we reset that scene for, for Garrett. You guys probably don't want to hear
I
repeat.
just wanted to tell Garrett.
Yeah, and I know why you did it. I'm just also apologizing to the audience.
Oh, guys, you want to hit the story again? So like I saw Napoleon and his face
Nate,
like
I will slap you from where I
you
am.
can't.
Don't underestimate me, Nate.
All right, first of all, I'm God, so
You're not. Anyways, um,
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities, some considered to be unnatural.
um,
the tragic story of Darth
oh,
Plagueis.
thank you, Garrett, because you reminded me. I recently watched Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, not too
How
long ago,
was
maybe. To be honest, I
It's crap.
absolutely hated it.
it? Oh, nice.
I saw
Um,
it in movie theater.
wait, have you not seen it, Garrett?
I have.
Oh, okay. So, the one for one, I hate how in the first 5 minutes of the film they know it's Palpatine, that he's
Uh,
back.
well, I mean, it was kind of. I mean, they had literally nowhere else to go after
I
Last
know,
Jedi.
but like
They
you can,
literally just were like, what if we ruined everything we set up in the first?
yeah, okay, but see, that, it just shows how lazy writing that goes on in that like studio, and it's just like, yeah, we don't care anymore.
Hmm.
Oh, also, the other part that annoyed me, was that little freaking robot, like the cone robot thing. How it was on the ship with Ray's parents.
Oh, I fell asleep during the movie.
Oh my God.
I woke
Honestly,
up like the end, and they were just seeing on screen, and I was like, oh, okay.
oh, okay.
I saw
Um,
like the fight scene, like dreary. That's about it.
no,
What I like I didn't I never really like hated it. Like I was just like kind of. I mean, I didn't come away with it with any like strong negative feelings other than the fact that like they were like, oh, Ben Solo now, and then they were like, okay, but what if we like after doing that, what if we just like threw him out of the movie like fucking Captain Marvel in Endgame, and
Oh
he just
yeah.
didn't come back until the end,
Yeah, you know what?
just to die.
That's a good that's a good point. Um, no, 'cause see, my brother put it in the best way. It literally the first 15 minutes of the film, they get all the plot points out of the way so they can do weird shit for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, because it's the last movie and they had nothing else to go on.
Yeah,
They
because
fucked up the last one.
they wasted time with the other two movies and then they went, "Oh shit, we actually have to end this, don't we?"
You should have done the open season 2 bit where like they just show them.
That was the entire thing.
That'd be wonderful. No, it's just open season two. It's titled Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, but literally the whole movie is just open season two.
Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
What, open season two?
No, but like, have you seen Open Season?
What?
Have you seen Open Season?
I've seen
Open
the
season.
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
Open season is like this is like an abstract concept to me. Like I think I've
Have you
watched it
seen it?
one time when I was like 6.
Honestly, if you want to see a movie that will probably like really make you think and like not think in a good way, kind of like why did someone make this? Watch Iron Skies.
Oh, is that the one about the Nazis on the moon?
Yep, there's two
Okay.
of them.
I've seen the poster for that.
There's two of them. I've watched both of them. They're terrible.
That,
Did they have
that
any
sounds
redeeming
absolutely.
qualities? Like
Actually,
a good soundtrack or something?
no. But honestly, um, from all the shitty movies I've seen, they've actually have like the story. It actually has like story structure, like a proper story structure. The dialogue's not good, but the story structure is still there. Not in the second one. The second one
How's
kind
the
of falls
camera
flat.
work?
It's not half bad. It's all right. All right, someone's
Moon
echoing.
Nazi CGI.
Oh, there's a couple of that. There's like maybe a few of that.
Oh god.
Um, but okay. So, um, let me describe the first like kind of beginning because honestly, it's just it's just weird. So, how the movie starts is two astronauts go to the moon. One is wearing a white like astronaut suit, and one is wearing a black one. It's a little bit more futuristic than the other one. And they're walking around, and they're on supposedly the dark side of the moon. And all of a sudden, this like gas mask, mind you, he's wearing a gas mask. Nazi comes out of nowhere with a Luger and shoots the white astronaut, and then points it at the black suit astronaut. And then he pretty much captures that astronaut and brings him back to the Nazi base, which is on the moon. It turns out that the astronaut that's in the black suit is also black. And obviously, and
They color coded their
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
suits.
Okay, no, wait. It gets better, Garrett. It gets better. You know why?
Oh no
You
no
know
no!
why? Because there is a female president who is trying to like get like popular. No, I can't remember if she's a no, she's the president. She's trying to like because she's on her second term, so she's gonna go like for the election again to see if she gets like whatever, like so she can continue.